Sports fans, my name is Ed, and I've spent the last 20 years traveling around North America and the world going to sporting events. I've chronicled all my travels on my website, Itinerant Fan. It has guides to all the stadiums in the major American sports leagues, plus some college stadiums and even some major venues around the world. Plus it has travel tips, guides to plan a sports vacation, ways to save money, and much, much more. Check it out sometime if you're into traveling for sports. Now let's go inside the temporary home of the Tampa Bay Rays. For the first 27 seasons of their existence, the Tampa Bay Rays have played their home games in St. Petersburg, Florida. However, with the only stadium they've known, Tropicana Field, closed due to hurricane damage, the Rays have had to move across Tampa Bay to play the 2025 season at George M. Steinbrenner Field. At first glance, it would seem being in Tampa isn't the worst thing. It is the largest city in the region and home to the stadiums of the other two pro teams that call the area home, the NHL's Tampa Bay Lightning and the NFL's Tampa Bay Buccaneers. While Tropicana Field has never been regarded as a top MLB ballpark, it had one thing going for it: a roof to protect against the frequent spring and summer rains in Florida. On my brief visit to Tampa, I had to worry about something I hadn't ever had to previously worry about for a Rays home game: the possibility of a rainout. Alright, about to head to the ballpark, but one small issue: it is raining, so when we get there we'll see what it's like. The forecast calls for rain over the next 2 or 3 hours, so we'll see if the game starts on time, first of all, and second of all, how much they're able to play through it. So, let's go. I know a little drizzle never fazed anyone around these parts though, so off I went to the ballpark. There isn't much in the way of public transportation in Tampa, and I didn't have a car, so a rideshare was my choice for getting to the game. Steinbrenner Field is located about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa, where I was staying, so getting there requires a quick trip along Interstate 275, and then a short drive north along a major thoroughfare in this city, Dale Mabry Highway. Steinbrenner Field is located across Dale Mabry from Raymond James Stadium, and general parking for events utilizes the same lots for Buccaneers games. This is also where the rideshare drop-off point is, and getting across the busy street to the ballpark is easy thanks to a pedestrian bridge. And right on the other side of the bridge is an entry gate to the stadium in right field, so that makes things super easy. Steinbrenner Field, of course, is normally the spring training home of the New York Yankees, and used by one of its single-A affiliates during the season. So this is certainly not the major league experience you'd normally expect. I had a chance to visit the other minor league park being used in MLB this season, the A's Sutter Health Park, earlier this season. I'll drop the link to that video in the description below. Check it out if you feel so inclined. The Rays have done their best to put up their own branding where they can and make the place feel like their own, but they can't cover up all the Yankees branding at a ballpark named after one of the most famous owners in MLB history. The distinctive frieze that also lines Yankee Stadium up north remains, as does many of the tributes to past Yankee legends. However, one of the most distinctive characteristics of Steinbrenner Field, the Yankees signage above both sides of the seating bowl, have not surprisingly been covered up to read Rays instead. For this game, I bought a ticket somewhat behind home plate and a couple rows from the top of the section, basically in front of the press box. I didn't plan it this way, but it turned out to be nice because I was under an overhang and it was drizzling steadily in the first few innings of the game. I thought maybe there'd be a shot at a delay to start the game, but it began without issue, and I knew the overhang couldn't save me forever because I'd be walking around a lot. It was around the third inning when I was out in left field when the rain really started to pick up. This first flurry seemed to confuse even the grounds crew, who came out to roll out the tarp but then thought better of it. Just a few minutes later, well, here came the downpour. This brought on a delay of about half an hour, but eventually the rain let up and we were back to playing ball seemingly within no time. Steinbrenner Field is the smallest ballpark currently in use in the majors, even behind Sutter Health Park. That said, they've done a good job outfitting this place with most of the creature comforts you'd expect out of a major league ballpark, which isn't a surprise considering the throngs of fans that usually come each spring to see the Yankees train. Spending time in the outfield is a worthwhile experience because of how close you are to the field. Fans can actually reach out over the wall to try to grab home run balls, and on this night there are plenty of folks with gloves out here, clearly hoping to do just that. You can walk around the entire outfield here with a pathway that goes behind the center field batter's eye. And in both left and right field there are party plazas where you can hang out at a picnic table or just stand, drink in hand. Near the foul poles on both sides are restaurant and bar spaces, branded as the Wee Bullpen Club. The one on the first base side is a bit larger than the one on the third base side, but both offer bar spaces and even a sit-down food menu, bringing the casual sports bar experience to this ballpark. I cruised by these spaces multiple times during the games, and each time they seem pretty busy. As for conventional stadium concessions, there aren't too many surprises here. Burgers, barbecue, hot dogs, and so on. I was a little disappointed to not find the Cubano sandwich here, which I've usually seen at other Tampa Bay sports venues, including Tropicana Field. I ended up settling for this Italian sausage, which despite its rather sad appearance, tasted just fine. And it wasn't too filling, which meant I had room for an ice cream helmet featuring Mr. Softy ice cream. The rain held off for the remainder of the game, and all in all, I found it to be a fun night at Steinbrenner Field. Though I have to admit, it felt more like a night at the recreational ball fields than a major league game. Here's hoping Tropicana Field is repaired without too much issue, and the Rays can return to their home park next season. Have you had a chance to see a Rays game at Steinbrenner Field, or are you planning to this season? If so, let me know. Leave a like or a comment below and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel because we'll be making a lot more stadium and travel videos like this one. And if you're looking for more info on other major cities or sports venues, head to itinerantfan.com. Thanks for watching and happy travels!